Hey, there we are. We are live here with the Network Marketing Insider, number 228. It's because I have the wrong notepad in front of me. Yes, number 228, Network Marketing Insider by two really cool IBOs, or at least one really cool IBO, that's me. And we are here on Freedom Friday, February 26, 2016. And today, I'm a little angry, a little pissed off. But before we get into that, did you know that if you take out all the time that you spend sleeping and all the time you spend working and all the time you spend commuting to work and all the time that you spend running around doing all those little things that life demands that you do every day, that at the end of each day that you probably have about 1 or maybe 2 hours to yourself to do the kind of things that you like to do? And even if you had more time to do those, and even if you had more time to do those things, would you have the money to even do them? Well, we have found a way for you to own your life by starting a home-based business that is so simple that anybody can do it. It doesn't involve any selling. And the best part, it doesn't take very much of your time. I don't suppose you would happen to know anybody that would be interested in something like that, would you? Well, there you go, folks. That's the 45-second presentation. That's how hard it is to work in network marketing. That's how hard it is to build an organization. You pose that statement, question slash statement slash question, whatever. You pose that to anyone, get their mind thinking about what little nothingness they have in their life, and guess what? They're going to start thinking about owning their life. Let me try this again here, see if we can get Mr. Leister to join us. Because we realize that question makes people think about how little time they have and about how little enjoyment they're really getting out of this life, and how really enslaved to the system that they really are, and how dull and boring and routine their life can be. And it gets them also thinking a little bit of how exciting they once thought their life was, and about all the things that they thought that they would once have, and all the stuff that they thought they would once do, that they once thought that they would do. And you know what? You get them thinking about those things right there with this question slash statement, and they're going to want to hear what you have to say. And especially when you ask the question the right way, the way that I asked it. You don't know anybody that would be interested in anything like that, would you? Right? Does two things. Number one, you don't know anybody. Wait a minute. What about me? Why don't you ask me this question? That's the first person somebody thinks. And then, you don't know anybody who would be interested in anything like that, would you? Well, wait a second. I'm interested in something like that. What about me? Hey, yo, right here. They're excited. They're interested. They want to hear more. So why am I upset this morning? Well, who am I upset with? I'm upset with myself mostly, but I'm also upset with all of you out there that are similar to myself, which realistically means I'm upset with probably about 80% of you, if not more. Because how can we be so dang stupid? I woke up this morning with, I've talked about this guy, plenty of times before. You guys probably know that I wake up with these awesome thoughts about all kinds of different things. Today I woke up with some awesome thoughts about advertising. And actuality, advertising for your network marketing, for a network marketing business, for the IBO, not for the companies, not for the organizations, but IBO advertising, and to get people interested in, what it is that you're offering. And this advertising got me thinking about kind of a two-leveled attack. And so, I woke up thinking about the first piece, boom, write it down like I always do. And then that got me thinking on to the second piece, which then got me doing a little bit of research, which then got me seeing some things happening again and again and again, over and over and over. And that's what got me pissed off. That's what got me angry. And probably the number one thing that I'm angry at right now is a word that I think we all need to be scared as hell about and run for the hills whenever we hear it. No, in fact, no, no, scratch that. Not run for the hills whenever we hear it. Fight against it whenever we hear it coming out of the mouths of our government, and that is the word deregulation. It seems like every time something gets deregulated, especially something that is, out of our control, and it's nothing that we can, it's seemingly nothing that we can have any say or part in. It's the big guys, the big guns, the big conglomerates, the big monopolies, the big organizations, the big corporations, the big this, the big that, the stuff that we have no say in, that we have no fight in. But it seems like every time those guys get deregulated, which basically means cut loose to go do whatever the frick they want, right? Well, you know what? Hey, we're going to deregulate you, so go ahead and screw people. We're not going to look. You're deregulated, so it's okay. You have our blessing to go screw people. It's pretty much what deregulation means. And as they turn around and go out and start screwing people, guess what? Eventually, it all blows up, and somebody's making a whole hell of a lot of money, but we're not. We're the ones getting fleeced. We're like, hey, the sheep. And America is right now the world's sheep for the wealthiest of the wealthy. So all this talk of doom and gloom and crash and third world, turning into a third world country and all of that, it's not going to happen for a while. You guys, you can put that to rest. All you preppers, if you're prepping for your grandchildren, hey, that's a possibility. But for you, yeah, don't worry about it. It's not going to get that bad. All right. There's too many rich, greedy people who who want more of the fleece that we can still grow here in America, and that is, the financial fleece. So yeah, will it go up and down and up and down and up and down, and will it slowly, go down and down and down and down and down until eventually one day it's going to go so up and look so ridiculously stupid that when it does blow up, we will become a third world country. But right now, there's a whole lot more little waves that can be ridden out by us consumers, us spenders, us money fools, that we can be fleeced over and over and over again. And more money can go out of our pockets and into their pockets. So the deregulation thing, I don't know. What's the title of this one? Oh, where the hell did my life go? Well, don't you remember? That's my question. Don't you remember? Don't we remember anything that's happened in the past? That's what I was looking at. I was looking at the financial crisis of the 60s, okay? 57 to 61, where's America? Guess. In a recession. Unemployment is high. I guess that's what a recession means. In case you guys didn't know, what constitutes a recession is pretty much high unemployment. Okay, if we have high unemployment, we're in a recession. That's kind of what that means. Now, there's other factors that go along with this. Inflation. Where's inflation to go along with the recession? Um, and what is it that spurs us out of this recession? So, well, like I said, 57 to 61. I didn't go back beyond that yet. I'm going to do this, but I'm not quite sure what caused this recession. But regardless, 57 to 61, America is in a recession. Unemployment is high. And what sparks our way out of this recession is Vietnam War. Yeah, let's start a war and let's go get everybody to work supporting the war. That's how you resolve a recession. Go to war. So that's 57 to 61. And then we have the 70s, 73 to 75. Where is America? In a recession. How do we get into this recession? What's going on with this recession? This is where what happens here? Bretton Woods, Nixon shock, oil crisis, inflation goes to 9%. So here we have another governmental deregulation. We deregulated our money, really, in this particular case, where we went off the gold standard. That was the deregulation of our money, pretty much. Yeah, and what happened after this is oil prices started skyrocketing after this oil embargo of the 70s. After that, oil prices shot up from 15 bucks a gallon, shot up to $45 a gallon during the crisis. And then after the crisis, I mean, it peaked out in 79 at 73 bucks a gallon. Yeah, and then obviously it went down again, and then we peak, and then we go down, we peak, and we go down. Right now, obviously, we're down again. Oil's at what, 30 bucks a gallon or some crap? I don't know what it is, but yeah, imagine $15 a gallon in the 70s. Imagine what that would be for gas prices. We'd be paying like what, I don't know, 45 cents a gallon or something. Yeah, I remember those days. But no, but still, we're still down there. So then comes, after the 70s, 73 to 75, this recession. Now here we are in 81 and 82. What do we have in 81 and 82? Where's America? In a recession. How the hell did we get here? S&L deregulation policies. What does S&L do? They go out and they start screwing everybody. What happened in 70s when we deregulated the dollar, deregulated the money? The oil companies started screwing everybody. S&Ls go out and start screwing everybody. Building up this bubble, making up fake things, doing whatever the hell they want. And then boom, it blows up. 415 savings and loans crash, disappear, get wiped out in like 1 year's time. Whereas prior to that, a whole of 119 S&Ls had failed over the previous 45 years. Yeah, and now you got 415, bam, wiped out. I didn't get a chance to research past that. My time ran out, but you know what? Let's see here. I can pretty much tell you the 90s.com. Where's America? In a recession. What got deregulated? I'm not sure, but I guarantee you something did. Let's look at 2000s, right? Where are we? Well, we're in a boom actually in the early 2000s, which is sort of extended beyond the time frame. I'm not sure, but we're in a boom phase again. And why are we in a boom phase? Because banking or whatever The loans, the mortgage loans are all deregulated. Banking gets deregulated. We're in a boom phase. Deregulation, yeah, it's the boom phase, but watch out. There's on the backside of every boom phase, there seems to be a freaking recession, a freaking blow up and a recession. So that's why I say it all seems to start with the deregulation, and then you have the boom phase. Yeehaw, deregulation is great. Woohoo, everybody's running crazy, making money left hand over fist. And then, boom, it all blows up. And now the fleecing comes in. Now all the people who were making all this money, feeling great about themselves, making, this, all their hundreds of thousands of dollars, it all blows up in their face. And who steps in is the people making the millions and billions of dollars start freaking fleecing you and I for all that money that we earned. And here's the thing. My thought hole about this started with the baby boomers. I mean, I think the baby boomers right now are the ultimate fleecing guinea pigs. I mean, it's probably obviously been going on forever, since probably the Great Depression, even beyond that, I'm sure, to some certain extent. But probably the biggest, greatest fleecing generation ever is the baby boomers. And look at what's happened. You grow up your entire life working for 40 years, going through all these cycles, making the money and then losing the money. And where's the money go? To the top. And then you get some deregulation, and hey, we're making our money, it's all back to normal again, we're all doing great, and then boom, it blows up. And where's all the money go? Back to the top. And where do you go each time he starts? Sure, you don't fall back all the way to the very, very beginning, but you fall back so close. You fall back all the way back to what realistically is the very beginning, because when you include inflation, you're really no better off than where you started back here. And so here we go, deregulation and the boom cycle, and we're making all this money, and then it gets wiped out, and boom, where's the money go? Up top. And where are you with inflation? Pretty much back to square one. And it all seems and feels rosy. And yeah, we're having these bad cycles, but it keeps, hey, it gets better again, and it gets better again. And then you have all, you forget all about the bad, the recession and all that, because we're in the boom cycle again, and yippee-dee-doo-dah, and we're making all this money, and it's never going to end. And then boom, it blows up again. And it just keeps happening over and over and over and over again. When are we going to freaking wake up? When are you guys going to remember about this stuff, right? Don't you think it's going to keep happening? You're damn right it is. It's not going to change. You want everything to go back to normal? Big deal. Everything's back to normal. Here comes deregulation, yippity-doo-dah, we're back in the freaking boom phase again. Well, watch the freak out, because you're going to get wiped out again. That's the same thing. And right now, look at the baby boomers after 2008. Everybody was out there making big time money. You guys were freaking slamming it. You had so much freaking money. All of the 55 plus communities here in Phoenix, Arizona were like jam packed, had waiting lists. You couldn't freaking get into these places. People were living it up, having fun, partying every night, partying on the golf course, partying after the golf course, partying in the clubhouse. You go to those places now, they're freaking ghost towns. But they're not totally ghost towns. They're picking up again. It's getting back to normal. Things are going back to normal. Hey, it's all good again, right? I'm not quite sure what's been deregulated or what's going to be deregulated, but look out. Yeah, we're going into the boom cycle again. And guess what? It's going to blow up in your face. And what's going to happen? Here you are. You're going to get all excited. Hey, you got some things happening. And you guys aren't working anymore. So it's just now your money, your investments, and all that stuff. So where can they hit you? Seriously. While you were working, where were they hitting you? All along your lifetime, where were they hitting you? In the 80s. How old were you in the 80s? You guys were freaking in your 30s. What were you doing? Buying houses. What was the S&Ls doing? Making loans. What blew up? Yeah. What were you guys doing? in the 80s with the housing thing, right? I mean, what were you guys doing in the 90s? Investing in the stock market, right? Hitting the .coms, making all this money, and then boom, what happens? It all blew up. Yeah. And then look at, like I said, the 2000s with the mortgage thing. You guys are out there refinances and flipping houses and buying your second homes and doing all these things. And what happened? Boom, it all blows up. And now the stock market's been going crazy and everybody's getting back in the game. What the hell do you think is going to happen next? Boom, it's all going to blow up. And each time it all blows up, where does your money go? It goes out of your pocket and it goes to the top. Listen, guys, you got to, especially you guys, you baby boomers, but all the way down, you 20-year-olds, if you're watching this, you don't think that cycle is going to continue to happen to you. You 30-year-olds, you don't think that cycle is going to continue to happen to you. You 40-year-olds, you've been in it. You don't think it's going to continue to happen to you. You 50-year-olds, you've lived it most of your life. You don't think it's going to continue still happening to you. Wake up, guys. You got to start creating your own economy, okay? And network marketing is a great way to do that. I got to go. It's 8:21. I got to go. Got to go express my anger on another hangout. But that's it. Hey, listen, seriously. It's a repetitive cycle that's never ending. Wake up. Figure out a way to get out of it. Network marketing is a way. Visit my website at wealthhealth.swiftgoglobal.com. Shoot me up, hit me up, shoot me an email. And let's talk about it. Let's do something to freaking build you an economy that can outlast those cycles. And with that, oh universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to create better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire, not whatever cycle I might be stuck in. All right, everybody, have a great celebration. We'll see you back here on New Op Day for some more Own Your Life Plan training and what network marketing is all about and why you need to do something. Something, I'm telling you.